that adds up to the high cost of importation. On the 4th of April 2024, when candidate John Dramani Mahama spoke about the long list of taxes at the port, the expression he used was that he was shocked that there are so many taxes at the port, and that if he had the opportunity, he will remove some of those taxes. Today, thankfully, the special import levy has a sunset clause. What it means is that by the 31st of December 2025, that levy dies. What the finance minister, what the chairman of the finance committee, what the government is saying to us is that on their own, they are electing to impose this tax 2026, 2027, 2028. And in addition, here on this floor, there was an attempt to even extend it into perpetuity. That is a matter to be decided. Mr. Speaker, this special import levy, it increases the cost of import. We've complained a lot about import duties at our port. In fact, when we were campaigning, we said that we'll peg it to Togo, make it TD-based. We didn't win. They won, that they will remove it. And now they want to introduce this tax, not just 2026, 2027, 2028, actually into perpetuity. Mr. Speaker, it will lead to a high cost of import generally. It will lead to a high cost of spare parts in particular. And Mr. Speaker, when spare parts prices go up because of the import duty on spare parts, cost of transport will go up. But your policy promises that you want to reduce these taxes at the port. So why are you imposing this tax and pushing to do it into perpetuity?
Radio
station. If you look at Schedule 2 of this act, which is now being amended into perpetuity, it affects machinery and equipment. It affects fertilizers listed under Chapter 31 of the Harmonized System and Customs Tariff. Mr. Speaker, it affects all other goods except petroleum products listed under headings 27.09. It also affects raw materials, Mr. Speaker. And so we think that, first of all, not only can we support the government in seeking to impose this tax from 2026 into perpetuity on imported items, but we think that even the attempt to amend the initial government proposition should be arrested, so that we do not impose further hardships on the importers that you promised that you remove these taxes from. Mr. Speaker, I think the government side should really reconsider this and withdraw this particular effort or change their minds on supporting this report. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Internal saboteurs and the sharply Yampia won't mean from Yanti Wilton, Yanyase, and no Naquaco Ribas. The Villiano. And your moon benefited the art of a quack was saying, but they are your Kroma and Ameva. Yansu Pia or Nipano Shatra or what let Tamaun to me see our Baba Tiama Kai. Yansu Baba revealed the secret to Dia or a draw or Pia yet. And let's go beyond the Bian Yanti. Yansu Yan Panto. A draw Bia yet to Cromba, Bia, Yansi Baba Titwa. I want you to say MPP because if you do me, I do you. Because you can't see my say, or not the someone in tech. MPP and supporting that. No, am I independent? The contestate. No, I say we pan votes, no, me pan lusu, or we are a cassette, about me, I'm a bad candidate. I never went now a coffin, as soon as the director of places, about Bontiambe cassette. One of this CI before a something ready what said Babia Tamaun to me. One a chair Babia Tamaun to make up a deal. And now you know Casamo was Venta High Court. That Tamaun to make up a deal over Biano Cotumfa and Bagun and to swap. And now the play. A year as soon as you call for no man and a yes, Adiano. Namu, ya. What happened and Crawford inside? Your unity, young come on, man for who say. One hour, your papa, factory casino, I come up to 14 years. I try to see that at top of places. Customer Wabba can, Muntian year. And now, you take time I want to me, Find the social media or dubility. And you come here, brass. Also, baby, the kiss was a wound to mistakes. I walk on and you know, and yet, as soon as see, and a man is a couple to RPP, Marcel Gania, friend, and an idea. I will come last central. May he come in that opinion to the Gruma. Opinion,
Untumi Radio, Nyamisa the best radio station. Untumi Radio, 95.9.
January 31st, 2026. State me guide will be asked with me so, and then maybe a better son of what to about. Then 1st July 2025. Na enema abaso 1st July ya di amaya kwa ba yidi anu odin. Wa woka insurance ewu be bosume anana wotwini na one piece kan kwa kutia de ene wala bitimi se efi na ekwedie obeje ho gina. Electricity bills so air cost what fuel prices also air cost and my babe and 9 as I say it would say July we mumu pa die yibedie mia nyakopon enkan obi aho na yintimi enko yanim eti ene eba bedi enkomo ye no air cost no minimum what asem wi ya abi mu kwa chese emrante mienu no betwa picture ewo Blaster Square no ya omo yeso mu ye gay for no ebi se na obi twa obi pe omo begina ho no mu kotwa picture e dey just omo bagan na mpa it is say the omo fusa akwa investigations which is clearly no NDC for any principle omo principle on side ma we omo ni bi say imagine say kada na do da kwaku for na katia ban mu ene ka saase mu we see ya me no ka say e ka asofu nyina mpa ye demonstration e ka akonfo aye demonstration eka CSO say demonstration na me busa mo se na e na nado na motan no ana sesei bone be na kufa do ye o my Ghana hwe galamsey
ya man second chance abeboa na abeboa say the Dr. Mahmoud ba omi abeko no so ya start say ni mpanifo kasa ye fa ne say agona west na ye wo mpanifo bi a wona party na isi wona so wo de fi from founding members of the party. Where you're Trimodinfo,
Dabi.
And President Mahama is a beneficiary of such atrocities.
Yes.
His father was part of them, and he also become with them.
Yes.
And I don't know any more wabaye omampeni. Inti sende ojina simpie sune platform sune asodemu bompaya. If he is calling for peace, if he is calling for prosperity for this country, he should remember some people have died.
For less. It was for nothing.
Yes. Charges, nothing, no charges. They were kidnapped and killed just because and see, if today Mahama president is doing the same thing to a man whom his tradition killed, the man's nephew. If or yedam it's ya, onimpa or yes, I would come no offer. Or yet the same thing it's ya now offer say. Get to Daraba. If you go momem winiba. Nasa no offer, mukumonoa. Ya. Nasa ononso mu ye ni say ya. Musa on kana nuntum. Monkasa. Na threat ahodra e kono so monkasa because we are mampani ato abama. Na to abama na wudi nkunimu ana say the Ghana sha aye will amount fa ye de awope. Nti ma ye kan na de kai Ghana for say now NDC start ya omodi kunkuma jaje for no enwa na o ma san ye den
omunyai
Attorney General on court obedi de wabonten Yoku boss oboka obeye na dewa de say ya na Ghana for we say MPP for ya impa bonafo nti enkumu let the blood flow because as we speak say jama stra NDC for wonu won say obi no maame yekum ne yaya.
Oh, they have no regrets. They have no regrets.
Yekum asoje ne yaya one in fact enimpa Warrens na ban NDC. Owura Mahama abeye beneficiary wo ho a no ye president no. Okunkum wo a ye kum wanimu no. Ye see omo mass barrier. It is not something ye come here enije. It is a sha. Krobia ye di dwa wo mu bia. Any major market center bia empend this asem. Because mame fo wodi dwa ne ho a wo bo bra no, they were all manhandled.
Yes.
Ye wo basabasa.
Yeah.
Where for two wo gwaw na shine han gu anim ase bebre. Nti so ya brand here we ya baba one day. We are law students that would say and that. The profession now would do no. That is how NDC and PNDC treated that profession.
Yeah.
In impa one pembra, one petrene, one pepper, one fasa young family juma ba to trust them a woodie bonnie kwa. And I say in obi kasa or even social media cry, ye to make a china najo, ye the neck
ah, and nalopa. Maybe na me omo can news be ewo untimi radio so anopa. Almost say we fence side ho baby. Since January besin there. Almost say ya chichi nkofo ni ba yira.
Yes.
We are bia na abecho na omko ayi baby a doctor Samochi ye MP no. E wo se be gusem nyame alo machina. Anopa no mu kan news wo ha ya.
Yes, because
e so mo chichi nkofo.
Culture of silence. Yes, and the aba. To woman abasia wo you call woman abafo you call. Exactly what their tradition taught them. Nti kakra meka fast ade no hono no.
All right,
ma Ghana for. If NDC is doing the same thing now, that is their tradition.
All right.
That's what they want to do.
All right, Philip Jima. Then ma say
nyame adom.
Ye de jamiase.
Me watch kakra.
Me tia me na chi kakra. Na say kwa 1 2 be. Na enra na 42 years of the brutal murder of 3 judges and the retired army officer. And then they don't know what they are talking about. Now last week national coordinator Ura Guzitano and what the bar say 24-hour economy na ye be ye no die Ghana might be here $4 billion. 24-hour economy Ghana might be here $4 billion. $4 billion. $4 billion. And sanity aye the so-called 24-hour economy no. Na si yebetimi aya 4 billion. Now in the meantime no, a Bible provide between $300 and $400 million as seed capital. Na private sector no so ededi aka ho. Enti no wan chechrim eno ka say enti ne wukuo na Wednesday 2nd July 2025 omampanyi ankasa eba beda de nedi obe launch na wo launch a wo de nchechiremu nyina beba na me expectation ne say I don't go by the baby telephone lines in pacho e be telephone lines ne say e ka 24-hour economy a say na this for chechiremu Ghana 40 ase na me expectation ne say enkende nkomu kasa wi ya kese nyame adom a china anacha Monday Ministry of Education say ye fed the part 3 omo ka say 311 ana 113 omo say ejuma bia no e say
nipa miensa na be ejuma
e to mo ka for omo the formula bi ba omo say 311 or say 113
311
okay and now what is 311 ejuma ba ko nipa miensa the 3 shifts
yes
83 no eye ejuma no na 111
obi enwumre
311 okay sa no mo kan etika I was suspecting say enne komampanyin John Dramani Mahama beka say ya launch ade no nyame adoma ejuada Ghana Education Service 311 ye fe teacher for because if I say Ghana Education Service teacher for ho eye 5,000 da etim say de miensa na eba beka ho ana wo de fa say de mienu na ebeka ho it is a 5,000 dia and ye be fe depa 10,000 aka ho no ma run 3 shifts. Yes, a Monday Ministry of Works and Housing say no omeko 3 shifts. Sa no mo ka kire ye Ghana for say ye de ade be fe the 311. Where is the 311? Where is the 311? na eya areho say John Mahama ewo opposition wakeka sansam na ibu so meka ya somewhere 2012 eno mampanyin then candidate Kufuado eka se wode free SHS beba wakoye interview bi wa manone ema host do busa ne say na free SHS no me da say one job 3 shifts 3 people one job send mami me da say and the buso mampanyin Kufuado then candidate Kufuado say free SHS na ode ba no wakoso ana some ka sa asem no e kosto MPP pa e kosto MPP unless say be we hypocrite am be say e bia obaji ne be bia tum enam se na Kufuado antimi anka sika bia mosika bia edinti o ka se oh afa ne ye ba beye hey ndc for say ade a wo so beye no say wonim ne buo eti woni ho plan wonim ne buo dia enne ye say wo boa as what muka no emma because I remember na come then director of communications chechemu so still and this force wo boa just because one ka cost and this for opposition yet the 24-hour economy eba one job 3 shifts omuka ho asam kan ye bu so mbe ne sanya almost one job 3 shifts obia what the different meaning esedin ketia say ene de mbe ye ne say we are welder and na say we obia we adwuma uyam nikanika we ba so mu nikanika cornmeal uyam nikanika cornmeal a ene awia no menya adwuma because awia light bo be ye din eti kwa yam more no nyina anajo na yent light bill so mawo we are welder na we si fie ewo babia ni site ho yengura mu a anopa ne awia ene wo yire nko ho because bokwa na wo ba ayi welder ne ya ne bo be yedin etimu nko ho anajo bo be 1 am a fa welder ne ko ka je se me fie gate ni ye na yent so ma no ba cho ya anti ya busa ku je to black kwa ba cho mo amutie mesre mo obi nya madom yam se nkofo compile saa de ni bi me phone na free so mon send ma me ensem esedun ketia ka fa friend say free 24-hour economy ho Felix Kwacho fosu okunje to black kwa ye busa no a wase Ghana yi regi bia benya airport sambeka ya okunje to black kwa ye busa no say 24-hour economy no asene sanya wase echese regional capital bia Ghana bia ebenya airport you know the understanding of friend say 24-hour economy ya busa Felix Kwacho fosu a wase anajo ye beye wacha anajo eti uda holomo na 2:30 am na beta say wacha wura beja go dan yachi wacha na ready macaroni no dey kama wele ni dey soft anajo dey so we wele ade den no abeke kan o dan yachi wase they will stimulate the consumption of wacha midnight me ba so wa o man keka ya busa abrante no kuma wa ya this national organizer dey friend say and this national organizer yamin say 24-hour economy aseche say ya wase oh ani say anajo wo twam akra to kumase a wo mo ton kusie ene akrante otwen oyuo adoa anajo 1 am be kodak akrante gina kwa ho ye ton akrante tobafo ebe ya adwuma wo kwan no ho anajo wa omo keka be nyina ho Ghana for say sa ene edewu ene o ma launch document ni bibia sa nim. And I'm reading about 4 major websites in Ghana. My reading joy first my joy online. My reading City Newsroom. My reading Ghana Web and the Modern Ghana. My share movement online. Sorry, sir. What you know? A bit where can be Dear can say oh, a resetting. Dear can say and a Kwame Nkrumah dream and Kwame Nkrumah dream bay. Kwame Nkrumah dream bay. The founder of your party is Papa J. And I talk about Kwame Nkrumah. The founder of your party is Rollins. After Kwame Nkrumah dream, what just say what they will know just a baby at this. You all like the idea. Baby is to Korea. To you, the Kwame Nkrumah is the standard. We have 4 billion. NDC a typical of just a con men in government. I will say this without any apology. Con men in government. NDC for. Because Adamu we yen in day, Adamu yen in day pay and day. I say Adamu yen in day. I say Yabeka no want something day. Assemble kwa what say NDC buy you within 2 months. Excavators about 100 a year. Mamina say was so bulletproof. What the police for kwa? Police for say bulletproof. Mamino, what was a bulletproof? As a helmet to be as minimals as a Robocop. What was a bulletproof? And that is up a bouncy castle. Sign of Ferro. A Robocop.
As we are acting a movie.
And now one num. And I walk quite well, trying to come and shut down the swat. Or quite well, 1, 2, 3. I. The camera and Rando so. Why a movie actor? Hanabisu, why a movie? Hanabisu, a movie actor. I told the producer and then the crew and on one say, move video me. Hanabisu will say, Wakwache excavators 40. Now we need low bed. You are the best sister, I call baby. Eti ayi and this for answer so man no omukwa ba de ache ya 40 excavators no aka 7 33 ayira. Minister of Environment Murtala Muhammad was so much 100 ya no so mo kwa ba ade ache ye na 40 ayira. We po your reported ones baby they see Ashanti region. It is so far. What the conservative liberty say about 80 excavators ayira. Where are they? Where are they? And this is the first time yati anti-galamsey tax force aban na atie. Na NDC for so ate counter anti-galamsey tax force. Eti aban pe for no kwa bonti a na NDC for so no mu da ko bom wo nwura mu ho. Ohwa na jese abotoye mu aba mo sele mo me nche de mane fa nko because wo kwa site on kwa da gold ni ne mane ma wo sika wo gold wo ya no mo account ma hwan ya no mo account ma hwan e de be de no ho nkobo and then of course MPP so nyame adoma is it 19th of this month and MPP be call National Delegates Conference wo University of Ghana sports stadium akwakoye amendments bi ni ne makakra wo holm ti no ya no so be di ho nkobo of course 31st January 2026 is also MPP be flag bearer and matters arising send nkofo si campaign no some mokeka ebebo party na say mo party the party no every pressing towards it send penifo so leadership ni na no ibedi eho enkomo enti no monka me ho na ene me no kasa bo 7:29 to 7:30 ya ne sa na yebepon 9 o'clock na just yenkudi enkomo ne kama ha once again movement television and they want to me radio 5.9 mene na empra na nkasa ene wasi na just a greater Accra no mrante ma ba woni nyina mo kasa mafo abedi chiri ono no to say abrante pa we big man a big man and na Emmanuel Awuku apiedu ono so we MPP communications officer okre Eastern region to say uru adabutwe hono no is I say when I be sit and the friend say na do Kenneth and another candidate na me transition I said the transition is here no and also manage ho Accra Benjamin Naje so be kan ho ono so ewo Accra said wo ye greater Accra regional organizer was yame adisi bia obeko enti na yeni enkomo mameko na mpra wo te say
oh yeah me wa pe
bibia boko
on pa bo ne Psalm 23 into God
Psalm 23 no
e wa de na me hwe fofori hia me
ampa
is that your opposition? It's bibia ye de chire nyankopon ono an o hwe yen hwe hia yen
the 23 hia
pa
okay now Mr. Awuku so what to say
Gordon ejinemo za do we yeguso ebe
yo
okay all right
so etino and come on na media ba ne yen miensa en fa na the best start here.
Well, I say 24-hour economy.
Okay, fine.
Where they go down quickly. Me yonku bi a madam fu bi already ni birthday ochina.
Okay.
Ochina so ye me ankasa me birthday.
Oh sir.
Oh yeah. Me don for back Jennifer bia.
Ebe boss ana.
Oh, of course, no dey. Erade amafia kwa betu and dey aye njeja aye ho. Enti ma me fa sa akwan so na me sister Jennifer aye bia. Okay. Me don for am ndi no aguru. Me ma no happy birthday in advance. Ye bon pa ya share dey say senate bia omo ye ho ban. Na ne da no koma so bia no onye ma no. Enti Jennifer movement radio and I want to me radio and movement TV for my happy birthday in advance. Hold on, me that's it.
Matiti be nyambe China ba ye bedi.
Of course.
And mudija so e be tokwa e dey na me catch. Mudija kwa de be.
You make out no. You make out.
But before be ba no.
Okay.
Moses Abo. Yeah. Also no a grassroots person. Now what the suggestion be by say say no on se to bia ni achiwe mobilization na ye problem kakra na nipa bebre no mo don ba no so no wo bo se ko from aba na ye kakra and to the suggestion aba say ikiyempe motorbikes emma MPP boys ni bia omo so nya adwuma omo ni motorbike twie mo licenses obeti da ye adwuma no na ko mo nyine mo fa nya adwuma ba bibi se adu ne e frɛ omo a na so maba aha nti say conference ye be ko ye hia so mra on beba a demonstration here on beba bibini a ye from one at least nya be 150 a ye fa obi e ba so bi etinechi ye se nipa 300 at a go on beba enti no ye de saade no e ba e na ye ne eti movement TV ne wontumi radio ye ne e partner na ya hwese betima a support kakra na ye solicitors kakra from across the world eti obi o ye MPP ni bia o support MPP bi o se spirit ko form kakra e hia se member bebem na omodi mujahyew mujamo no abem
solid idea. I tell you solid idea.
Ye hwe de say me number according to nkobo edi ye na ye de me number e na INT 0244 672 622 0244 672 622 obi kaka betimi e da support to na wo de aba me patcho wo de ba e ya na reference to moto why wo de fa moto ka ho say reference no wo de moto ba se pa de wo se na do din aka ho na oya obetima alert send message WhatsApp number so Twitter send message kakra wo de abani na busuafo so pese bu di abonten a ne yabo yakoto moto bike ye ntwe 150 asane yabudwa e de aba nya ba kwa ye de be ma nya mienu a ye de beko ntisa na ti bacho mon support mza oku yanko
go no a solid idea. One of the best ideas I have heard this year. Onim send yankofo ye de enya de a MPP fun penfo a wotata o ba beja ne eja echina
o de be munya
enti no we must also prepare ourselves to meet them.
Okay.
Na once a be create adwuma e de amamrante e na efe so e be boa na yetumi stabilize the grassroots no ama won keka no anytime bia obefre won bia no nsa be ka won nti is in order go don e better mass me dey say yen so emu akakra e betumi de aboa no ye de be boa na ene matumi
akọ
go don NDC unum ya kabiribia na Ghana fo entanti ase aban a ye frɛ no formatting aban settings aban packaging aban anamun bia aban atu from 7th January I will be taking over to me no eda na di pefe say we have been scammed as a people. Look, 24-hour economy we share explanations are ya fi campaign bre people now omkoye launching now clearly they don't even know what they are about. Because 24-hour economy where is the policy document? There's no policy document.
Dabi
a flashy programmer who opposition who can once make a t-shirt all over.
Yes,
there was a t-shirt on 24-hour economy.
Brony I was Singapore.
Yes.
T-shirt near that dia.
I don't know what the format. What the go in this car?
24-hour economy.
You understand? Abetina bemu. Ekobe 6-7 months. We don't have a clear way as to what is actually the 24-hour economy about. What is it about? and then now we are coming ha or chana we are coming ha now we nam ha now we nam ha now we nam ha okay God no be kaya yenya NDC aban ya na yewura John Dramani Mahama eda no ya omode policy bi initiative bi ba ya undersada youth in bicycle riding or northern Ghana
riding tamale
na wo na be kire sabi nipa na oti tamale wo na be kire se na wo dwi bicycle
she ba ko bi kwa na ehu youth in beach sanitation as a bibi
the Hope City but you see this
Akofa BBC free abrotre ba ye
some the what ba me na me wo ho Hope City dey go da me na me ho
na go see say
the same John Mahama John Mahama no so kwa kire youth say na wo kan bicycle e wo north tamale no enne ono no wa ba all the 24-hour economy aba minia ye ka kire Ghana for say nya worry kan 24-hour economy no they don't understand it a policy na wo pebi e dey am Ghana for enti one nam no wo kan wo pe because at the end of the day you catch it on say 24-hour economy no a demand driven
yes
a demand driven enti ma tu madwuma na depending on the demands na beba no and na be kire whether I want to do 24-hour or not na 24-hour economy a enyema sese wo de tutu kwan mu na boa madwuma yefo hu ha won no onfa nto kwan mu ye enso wo se wa call launch 24-hour economy and me no ka say power situation greater than
now you see me ayi kakra bi afa me NDC follow omu problem o say 24-hour economy no eye edin keke you see eye edin keke ye de to economy so e che say e ho ye busy but en che say necessarily here adwuma 24 hours
yes
what the mechanism
yes
me the mechanism say 24-hour economy no President Mahama ntiase in fact guzita no won tiase minimum DC ni a wo tiase because say what tiase a won try mu say 24 hours clock on the clock no ya be ya adwuma 24 hours sa yes sa na tie e name just nomenclature e dey to say a busy place
yes
me pa cho ukọ abrochira New York baby where you busy by Times Square Times Square we ya kenkan banyame adosu minim ho I know what I'm talking about ukọ Times Square and ajo 1 o'clock 1 a.m. one obekọ na nipa wo Times Square ho ba de no mo ye bank bie no ya bie okay bank bie no ya bie office bie no ya bie o Times Square baby ya bie ane baby no monsa baby didie any baby coffee shops any baby entertainment yes baby hwe sini e ho de wo ho no in fact amanone UK ni US there are some train stations above 1 a.m. omutum it is not enye ade say that's what they have to explain but woman tiase it almost say edenya 24 hours but enye possible.
It's not possible.
Explaining 24-hour nini na no. Or the club ending confirm the explaining 24 hours. Yeah, the club didn't confirm you 24 hours.
And sorry.
Enti Ghana for. I mean, it's a say motiasi say 24-hour economy. Why you dey all over the place. We akose sika akoko launches program yi. Ghana for sika taxes and ke betum dey papa e ho beba yen fa so no. Move VAT akese. And move all government officials. Eja adwuma guo. Adwuma say wo ye na enya ho fa so no. Won ja adwuma ni nyina guo. Akwa se akwa launch program. We don't even have a policy document. So 24-hour economy. You mean almost say which sector are they targeting?
Omo ka say all sectors. Omo say court crab.
Baby ya be 24 hours.
Court.
Omo ka say we okujato nansi ya koye formatting bi a okọ Foreign Affairs Ministry around 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Say okọ supervise the implementation of 24-hour economy. They are just joking with the minds of Ghanaians. Oh, they are joking with the minds of governance, you know. Ababeye very petty. Governance na NDC for no it looks like we don't even know what we are about as a country. It's sad. Is this serious government? Abanya yedi taxes into aneka or mampenyi yedi taxes into aneka ministers are who ni CEOs are yedi taxes into onka. A single policy you are not able to explain to Ghanaians. There is no clear-cut way say policy we are we did the next 2 years or we did the next 1 year or within the next 4 years, these are the number of people who want to employ and get on board. How many people are you going to employ with this 24-hour economy policy? How many people? We need to ask them.
Oh, my body be almost 1 point.
How many people?
Almost about 1.2 million. I say. And then we are asking us which sectors.
Winning. But at the job direct or indirect jobs.
But or could be almost direct jobs. You know, at forcing. At forcing a call vetting.
Yes.
And your Busan, no minority leader the Busan say one change the definition of 24-hour economy. Why I said the point to be no as my example. An example no man, you just what bon. Example no say we have mining sector in the country. Don't we just with Nimbroso and now they want a time whereby mining sector no they will not close at 6 p.m. and you bring me Mabusa phone be wako carry I could carry or bossy Mabusa phone be wako carry or bossy yeah omukwa night shift
omukwa
mani eyi be no monkwa najo omukwa najo etibol ma by 4 a.m. Obo se we ma ba no mo ekọ morning so bus na ba
no mo ko
ebe for ma ko carry akoboase so what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's sad. We need to be probing this kind of flimsy policies. Because God don't say now kind. A brother now don't go for the cast or the free SHS remember. All over the PR journalists. And cost everywhere. I didn't think that Nedro Muhammad catches or the 24-hour economy remember. Now you miss on all these important questions.
Yeah, that will be a musa.
Why? Is it because it's John Muhammad?
78 years.
And now we've accepted say Muhammad the other is
78 years.
And now say 78 million. Yes. So I mean we are playing with the minds of Ghanaians. Now 24-hour economy. Look, 24-hour economy bang. And as a policy bang, and seek say improve job, creating more jobs than one district, one factory. And now don't go for the other buy. And then what buy they have completely blacklisted 1G 1F.
Even planting for food and jobs.
My understanding is that once you want to improve the economy, the focus in the most important thing is to create jobs.
Yes.
So I'm almost say 1-3-1-1-3 or 3-1-1. Meaning 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people.
Yes.
So the intention of 24-hour economy is to increase productivity.
Yeah.
2, to increase employment.
Yeah.
1 job, 3 shifts.
Exactly.
3 people.
Ejuma you won't be count here. Obey, you won't be count here.
Yeah, for sectors be.
One more than so what's your
money? What's your money? Into 24-hour economy. I was thinking say we need more hands. You will need more hands. Ube hiyansa ni bi abekao. Na won ya adwuma no e de aboa ama 24-hour economy no. Aye akoso. Na wo ba no wuri nkofo afi adwuma. And we are sitting down as a country and ya tenant din ye hwe.
Obi anka hwe.
Nobody is questioning you on John Dramani Mama. I say the Ghana food dey goru. On say wakeka won say senior nu. Enti o dey goru. Oh, look, we will not let this matter rest. I think that they should take it up in parliament. Parliamentarians, they should take it up. They should invite the coordinator, Gusitano. I mean, how do you...
the document to be called...
Now that it has been launched,
Who's document?
Because now officially they have launched 24-hour economy. But next year, and 24-hour economy never take you off. So what happened? And on one side, with V8, a Jubilee House V8, akwakoye launching of a project. Yen shedan need proper policy document. We don't know the way forward. Ejuma hi never be create. Nipa hi never mamu ejuma. Sectors ben every targeted. Sectors ben every targeted.
Okay. Before I problem ban, my call I had a graphic online. Na graphic online was say all you need to know about Ghana's 24-hour economy and accelerated export development program. Na Africa almost 24H plus. 24. Now me can see about my itemizing war. I say oh there was some say the amamwa. Na I was saying or more itemizing na kieshe. Oh okay, so there's see with the t-shirt John Hammer. the 24-hour economy is more than just a policy. It's a catalyst for industrialization, export promotion, and job creation. It's about building an economy that works for everyone every hour of the day. Everyone will know. But its practicality, the how, one farmer.
One farmer. So you talk about industrialization.
Yes.
What is more important so far as industrialization is concerned than creating industries, jobs? 1D1F Kufado, they're not done Kufado and MPP buying at the buy. When you don't have industries. When you don't have industries, mobile was the 1D1F. You are not going to touch it. So you have collapsed the sector. So how are you going to create jobs?
Okay, Tirisha, almost say your favorite be 8 integrated sub-programs. 8 integrated sub-programs. Grow 24. Grow 24. Make 24. Build 24. Show 24. What? Connect 24.
What does it mean?
Fund 24. Aspire 24. And then go 24. These are the 8 thematic areas and you know.
Can you imagine?
My friend making kind.
Clearly. Ghana for what they are joking with us. And me, I'm not surprised because you are John Dramani Mahama. You catch a Ghana for say, there's nothing new.
Obi also your grand phones was a kind.
Yes, nothing new. Before we are and clearly we share baby Eriko ya. Look, John Mahama, I am not being a prophet of doom, but I'm telling you, say racist president, extra classes president Sabi on February before be ma. Me who in extra classes for the Okoya at least at the end of the day. Nyame you wadroma utumi epeja omu kakra.
Yes.
But this racist president and extra classes president, Gordon, I tell you before be ma because we share anamoa unwa fi January abepe munia. It doesn't give any hope.
Pure retrogression.
It doesn't give any hope at all. 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy.
Build 24.
24 years, that's all be there now.
Infrastructure build 24 now. We say a caterpillar be is quite build 24. Infrastructure for integrated growth. Build 24 is the physical development backbone of the 24-hour plus program. It focuses on delivering the hard infrastructure necessary to support agroecological parks, industrial zones, logistics systems, and the resilient urban spaces that enable 24-hour productivity. Build 24 will prioritize multimodal transport infrastructure, including the rehabilitation of key roads, inland water transport routes along the Volta Lake, and the development of strategic.
I read something. Say, I see Volta Lake, is going to be very key in the 24-hour. I was like,
I'm telling you,
I saw it. True. John Mahama Kasao, he said that the 24-hour economy, the Volta Lake. So I don't know what they are going to do to the Volta Lake. So it has become very key in their 24-hour economy. This is just dream. Not there wouldn't be any transformation so far as the economy is concerned. Wait.
And you know, Pamienfa Motubi. Motubi. You be a contractor for the be
look, a choir yesterday or Dodo. They work in the evening. Who never check contractors or Munya.
So no open to my I raising the certificate. I got in the car. Who never check what you
what is this? True propaganda. You see, propaganda, no, you can use propaganda to find your way into government, but you cannot use propaganda to govern. And they are being exposed. Enipa, the intellectuals, university lecturers, now Mudi and this Funo, so they cannot sit him down and create something for him. A complete embarrassment. A total embarrassment. And grassing the doors, then you go and you move all government officials to go and sit down and launch out a program.
Connect 24 Then no, I say supply chain and market system efficiency.
I see.
Now he listed. I say Connect 24 addresses Ghana's long-standing infrastructure and logistics inefficiencies that increase the cost of doing business, suppresses local productivity, and limit market integration. This sub-program seeks to create a seamless multimodal logistics and market access system anchored on inland waterways, air cargo hubs, cold chain networks, and digital trade platforms. The goal of the Connect 24 program is to catalyze the reduction of post-harvest losses and increasing the reliability of supply chains across the country and beyond.
That's okay, go on.
In fact,
I tell you,
see, Brofo, we pure dandam. Brofo ni akika si eni.
A corn men in
oh yes, they are corn people.
Corn men in
NDC Domahama.
Corn men.
You are Domahama. Corn man and kasa. Confident tricksters. 419.
Oh yes.
419 pa.
Brofo ni akika si eni. And you two
we go and vote for this person as a president. We told you, you catch a gun and say, you are John Mahama. Ideas be
that danwa.
Ideas no answer.
That danwa.
Look at this joke. Look at this. Nema go no, nema o kinken. And just me no. Me just you. Me just you. I said brofo any attract.
That means o say mama na mo ba pro no say MPP for ka brofo akese. It no say o ye no so the brofo akese. No slang. No slang. It was slang
it's sad.
For be buy into it.
It's sad. You see, when we now you see we've challenged them. You know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, if you remember, the last elections, he reduced the elections to policy based.
Yeah.
Until those errors are election young na insult in the so the guys were forced to all think and bring something on board. Unfortunately for them, this they called 24-hour economic policy. A mockery of a serious political party.
I get it.
A serious political party. You could exactly. You could not sit down. Say you catch up. Say for policy, bra. You want social intervention policy. Go on. Don't be surprised. They will come and tell you that this is part of the social intervention program.
Suppose you cry
so it's Ghana for. I mean, media everywhere. It's good so that you will see the clear difference between NPP and NDC. Yeah. NPP and NDC, I keep on. They be a catch Ghana for say we can never be the same.
Never.
We can never be the same. And nema NPP, ye bet snasi. Na yem penyi adwino de aba. Na do ehun fa so pa bre Ghana for no. NDC can never do that.
No.
Buga ya. Nyankopon adom na nansen. You know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia adom nti ye reduce yan politics no to issue based politics. Anuponi and 24-hour economy. The explanations that kept coming was on the campaign trail. And one are repeating you. So we'll keep on asking the important questions. Go on. Journalists, Mumbisa the important questions.
No,
we have to.
We don't blame the NDC.
We have to.
MPP because of policies yes. Every one every 120 days they are compelled to come
up. Oh, and only 24
hour no.
And what is 24 hours?
So they are shooting themselves in the foot.
It forces them to play nonsense.
Exactly. At least they have to also create something. All
right, Emmanuel Wuku Apiodu MPP communication officer Okre in the Eastern region and a Martin in Canada. My men call Nana Imprazo, so Nana, I feel about you doing it.
Yes, I senior. Senior. My main fat in Chiason, me and my mammy, the hardworking former member of parliament, the man, Utu Senior East constituency, Honorable Medical Committee, MP, former member of parliament, former minister of state, now the incoming, between Chiason Command and Umre.
Okay.
Now, Makasa Kakakra Afa, Greater Accra. What on? Adebi Ukoso Accra, your friend, the restoration project.
Restoration of what?
Project.
MPP Mwana.
MPP.
Okay.
Yeah, MPP restoration project. Now, Yamen the restoration van no, akwa kopie Obotiano English tamam.
Restoration. Okay.
Yes,
Let me say, sorry.
No.
I know resurrection.
I know your resurrection.
Okay.
We are restoration project.
Okay.
I want MPP move Greater Accra.
Mhm.
Accra ni the capital of Ghana.
Say ke be MPP no more. It be say I would 24 hours if you.
Oh, okay.
Ana.
Nti ene me 24 hours na free no. Hold on. Akoya say
you ban MPP na me kai o.
Mate. Akoya say NDC for. Almost like ideas.
Okay.
In a sense that share policies here all can about this 24-hour ho. The kwakwa ni say wanka hwe. The one ye nim senka 24 hour na kebe rolling out. After the almost say utie ukan gusitandra some okan ya na utie mahama some okan ya. Almost 7 na ne tofa ne say you drew strategic stage of the 24-hour economy. It ye me rolling out oh. There was strategic stage here.
So what are they launching?
They are launching the strategic stage.
What about the implementation stage?
No, the implementation stage, so another program, ebe 2 V8, any adiaba.
Hey, settings.
Not just no so no budget as alcohol. The program back we bet me any claim be free or no. Ebe no tot. Na budget akobe be accordingly. Because I was say by you create a lutu ni eche. And that is the problem of the NDC. Because we 24-hour economy asemia all kind of here. There are certain sectors are 24-hour ne dida. So could that asema no about passport office. The MPP started operating 24-hour at the passport office before we left power. I will be a nim.
Yes.
Okaka digital center. I'm creating new booth for areas how person could take you biometrics any data collections. Oh, anon ko foni ye adwuma wo hono modeda. Eti eba ne sen afi wo kate eze wo ba be inspect o mo ye 24-hour economy. The plan drawing a movie 24 hours.
24 hours.
E ye adwuma deda. Eti eba ne sen na wo kate eze afi na mo pese mo yes ade no. Eze jandam adwuma na mo hihya ma Ghana for. Na so ya wo hoyi MPP wo hoyi. Adwuma enya adwuma da because e be bi MPP Ghana for ani. Ye be bi Ghana for ani. A very unfortunate to say election 2024 Ghana for anti-omanian hwesa nwoma we wo NDC ho anomaye no maform ho adi and no mo abam say na Dr. Muhammadu Baomi aka no o say when the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you.
Of course
the fundamentals ni are weak eti ene na dwuma wo ye hu no na very unfortunate. You see Ghana has say no uyo bi a wo ka no kra too much ya na ehu say o kasadodo adwuma no utumi nye ni odi ntro no momu no ono momu ne ehunu so betumi aye adwuma no. We were having a policy based campaign ni ye ka nyoma ye beye o hwe the game plan na Dr. Muhammadu Baomi ekura for the mining sector I dey be kata illegal am say it was a fantastic game plan. O hwe the one na ye Dr. Muhammadu Baomi e wo game plan na nko dey break economy no because of say digitalize the economy no.
Yes.
Because if your economy is not digitalized, you can't run a 24-hour economy.
Won't me.
And what to want there how much be 2 ukreska ebi 1 million cedis, ebi 100,000 cedis, ebi 50,000. Afa na wo bank dey go to akronfo mbo wonji wo kwa so.
Sha ad be so mo ye no.
Na DKB.
Akwafa asha woni ba be fi. Anajo. Na wo se wo kwa bank.
Na comfort you have boa jiska free say mu a. Can you imagine? Edi otina se na wodua wensi so. The NDC were purely lacking ideas. And they did this in a nice way. Ghana for and omodi beat Ghana for because every 8 years be I say abayfo froba. Yenja momko na abayfo fromra. Abayfo froba e na ekosi isen.
Na ekosi isen.
Na ekosi isen. And the NDC aba 120 days otimi lanche she 120 days wetimi lanche doomsday levy d levy
so almost able to take effect I think next
16 July
16 July yes
120 days otimi de ba no MPP wa ba mu a 120 days bia ya ba mu no ye deliver bibi ma Ghana for ye free ba mu Ghana for de be ka ye
ade ba kwa me wan kaka so de say o hwe economic indicators that say bia GDP abafo.
Yes.
No, inflation above.
Yes.
It says it's a quote 13 or 7 bisa.
As a still normal boarding.
That's the question. above from dollar CD
because of external factors.
Our form fuel so above from kakra. But still, I did be one man met year try at his. In fact, platforms be also and go for a ton of cars near the day.
Still the boarding.
Cars I don't to be torn be a bear 70,000 and 90,000
and 100 and something thousand. And it's still there.
Yet you see, I
no, you see, it is very unfortunate. Say NDC ba BMWA economic system. Yankopon dear, go on. Yankopon on fatu mi share obi nsakeke. Or the 2 mi share on sa ni ye hu say na ukura to me obetumi akra no. Ode wale nebu ni baby. Or say the horns are not too heavy for the car that bears them.
Okay.
Say horns ni abebe na esi na ntwe so no. Emu nye du nchen de ntwe no.
Dabi
Debi ana ni ntwe ni size ye pe. MBB ba abemu. Ana COVID therefore Russia Ukraine were external factors. Edi yenya. Ba Nyankopon nim de ntwe odi COVID ba. Another dan Kweku Fado na Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia aprenso because of so omuno metimi aboa Ghana at that given time.
Oh, said Muhammad Lusu election no. O called that Nyamiasi. I will not sorry them say what the Nyamiasi say COVID bad no one
president.
Okay.
Yeah, me kai pa.
And yes. Minister COVID aba o kwa kosra university community. Nka COVID put there. Say yes me inchia.
Yeah.
And you see a candle greeting and fans oji o honen ase.
I will be a washed nose mask.
Just imagine.
Watch it and go for.
Just imagine or spread it. A minister or spread it.
Aka we minister don't COVID time we aka that's it.
Just imagine. Just imagine. And then external factors create DMPP nyai. This same external factors is impacting the economy in a positive way. Impacting economy in a positive way.
Yeah.
But Ghanaians are not feeling it in their pockets. They are not feeling it in the market. Who have KPI, sir? Key performance index. Actually, say if we say economy no dollar na perform. And your man you say, so Ghana niatia neti. Niatia.
Could have say Omoka sent to quality channel.
Yes, niatia neti. Ana yeti ha say. Ana stay bugusu aye frakadam. Bugusu aye frakadam. Ya say e de eba ye no external factors no impacting negatively. Mo de nyame ncha de mo ba ye external factors ko ya impacting mo positively. And so still mutimi fa koton nyankwan.
Now what is it?
Na motia na moti
16th July they are going to implement the one
do so levy. Do so levy. This is how go don. Wo mo use car say de be fruit trotro. E be jaka fro trotro class omutu ayimu. Omu say increase no with the levy.
They are using the back door to implement that one Ghana CD.
Yes.
That fuel increase the ban and say electricity tariff about say 2% to say then.
Yes.
What was it for?
Tariff need there. What say? It's very unfortunate say omo hu say Ghana for. It's all my Robin Peter to pay Paul. Oh, you cancel. Ya cancel ni introduce for. Ya cancel ni introduce for. I can tell you categorically say Gordon e-levy was an optional tax.
Yeah.
Tax is your type so. E-levy was an optional tax. E go over brain tax. Omo try e-levy no. Omo si brefie beji. Oyo brefie beji o ye dey try e-levy.
Say they won't ya.
Betting tax. Ebi ana untwa bet da. Mi ntwa ebi da.
Da me so sa.
Edi mi ye dey ko twa betting tax. Edu ba na go se we twa betting tax mu. We twa e-levy mu a. Onya he. But when you increase tariffs, you've disturbed be the ordinary Ghanaians. And now do so levy aba. E to fuel. Omo mu to fuel metna kan mo mefo trotro. Ye increase ya affected the ordinary Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Eti indirectly no. What the ketua abeje kese. I don't even fa ketua abeje kese.
Wa bowe prawo.
Wa bo problem. Ebi no dey ye. And then one increase VAT by 21.9%. Oh, Chrome has said. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. Plastic products we produce are increasing. The prices are increasing 7%. Can you imagine? Near to where near catching a 24-hour economy. What they are simple now boom. And the unfortunate aspect is that the ordinary Ghanaian is not even seeing this. Until so dogo binu abekra.
David. Say goodwill no. that's why.
Yes.
Just imagine.
You don't think they important say before ebe come ho abomutin.
Exactly.
Now that's
because what they want to here, they are destroying the country, and young fire na see from near young kaya home boom near nyesi ebe come the ordinary Ghanaian, and the woman lose omu nyumei omu titifie ni before you omadi young from back
dabi
omu titifie. Ene omo waka adwem
me no ka say national security enko 40 fie.
Just imagine
enko 40 fie o ye tu omo ka na omo afa nipa foforo.
Just imagine
omo afa nipa foforo bebre more than 300.
You are wasting government money. Who you have a catch one job 3 shifts 3 people.
So I was thinking say a Minister of Works and Housing omo ye nipa 100 da. It's like 200.
Yes.
No,
even 300. Say you man back on nipa miensa na ye. It's 100.
And there be one shift to order that. It is the 2 shifts e ba beka ho.
Yes.
Na aye 3 shifts.
Yes.
Etika ebia so far no be hwe no public sector payroll e be nipa na 400,000 da. I'm expecting
1.2 million.
Exactly.
Any team ni eti. Woman be so increment or say next year. And so external factors adaroma dollar ba from. You pay increment on say next year. We yes our striker. You be more lose. And I'm to make at next business on be 2 na dey so.
Omu di o matemo.
Next midwifery council president. Next Ghana registered nurses midwifery association president. Omu to make at on member losing the next election. Because they are politically motivated.
Na NDC journalists because catch omo say one more man pass no more nurse.
Can you imagine? and it is very unfortunate, but I don't blame them. Yes. Mama say it was short memory.
And a 78 year Juma.
Yes, 78 year Juma.
78 more.
It's really working.
And we are not seeing anything.
Shamima Munina
and 78 and Omodian Adani Ponzi scheme. Omo omo person implement tax via no ya monko MPP ni we. Ti onko cha na implement tax e chi. Iti obaba no ye be hu dede no tax ya increase no omo hu levy ni ade aba no hu MPP ni na ya che no ni hia no.
Na say we chairman dey omo ye
say omo ye no omo ye nyoma foforo won che. Iti now they have divert the attention of the public from ade na omo ye no. That time omo ye no mo dey call transfer do so levy home plan. You wu ya ne so omo dey aba ma pass or parliament. That time you also na mo ye president be chairman. It is not say no man tactics. Tactics.
Omoche former Buffer
National Football Buffer stock.
So that's issue.
Yes. It is not on my channel no. And then did 24-hour economy I say appear so. It is 24-hour economy. Ghana need not drink cost say omo waste taxpayers money.
Now drink hanan ho.
Omo drink hanan ho. What you say?
It
be omo ye decoy. You be we ni aye we. It is calculation and tactics government.
One arrest, one smuggling.
Yes, one arrest, one smuggling. Mama baku arrest bebre.
Ha. Ben akwabai. Na bia boko there.
Yami adom.
Wata dia she do this cooperations kakra.
Incoming.
He said the income passion me ayi no. He said the income na do so pa. Yes. Yeah. All right, eti Benjamin na ebe ja wa ka ho ebe di enko lesi nyame adu lesi ebie ade ne dia obekọ hefa na obekọ no ebia obekọ international organizer na say
regional organizer e wo Greater Accra
open regional ho okay intend nyame adu lesi ebie nko ade a obekọ regional organizer intend ade ne mu be de emrante emrem na bacho ena minim say wutimi follow 24-hour economy President Mahama and NDC for alcohol launching there no very empty meaning that's my opinion though but meaning say also follow ya what they say but before then no a brand no ye campaign no now almost 24-hour economy na e dia ya meaning say over kai dia yanko
yo what on me that super akwenye so achia me am a constituent sha osudoku constituency officers or regional executives, polling station executives, which are council of elders, the patrons. I was shall Sudoku, the Greater Accra, and we wish you one so well. That's presidential hopefuls and a flag bearer hopefuls. Oh no. I tell you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Godon. NDC the party nankasa no ye frakadam. NDC party nankasa no. Ade pebe bi eni we be fi waba. Sa ade pebe bi pa be ti me fi party mu aba. Na de bia me bisa on say ade papa ba ko ben. Ena John Dramani mama waye. The second coming of Christ. The second coming of what's it name? JDM. Who ye pa? But I see 2024 the course nyina na na say Ghanaians were eager for their obete keke. And yet their obeti ma edwuma no. Nyama wo pese wote na wo de ma won 24-hour economy. What a gusitano akoto. So jade. Woman on her head. And now the demeanor of Gusitano. Obo say Omo pushing it to a tight corner. Onya go be peja nsaso.
And I was at 27 member presidential task force on the implementation of 24-hour economy. 27 member.
Yes, and 20. Or say before even today.
Yes.
27 member. You see, and all those people are going to be given taxpayers' money. Obia benya V8. 24-hour economy. Any roadmap. There's no roadmap. There's no direction. What's a 24-hour economy? What do you say? And as a couple, I know besan baby. 24-hour economy. Explanation vary from one person to the other. Obia na explanation or them. Ya me jina baby or no kind of foforo. I say no judge na baby or kind of foforo. Sector or no angasa gusitano nangasa explanation of 24-hour economy are different. John Dramani mama the policy in the buy no so no different. It's them part of person Ghanaians. But I always say Ghanaians we are learning the hard way. And obi biara sector biara embark on demonstration. Series of demonstrations. Now yes wa na adapetwa obedi di watem sa. That's what they know how to do best. But propaganda no message the likes of Sami Jemfi, the likes of Sam George, the likes of Okweto Ablakwa, one and me person who say go betimi aba abe defend then defensible. What's the 24-hour economy? And frakadam na settings no say I did not go say, Nyama ye can ye no, ye ntimi nye, nje say pe bibi hye ho. Dia John Dramani mama ye ni o. Dumso Levy, and was go package dia de foforo aba. Because mo say, D Levy no Ghanaians hu. Na me nwa be ma kan ba Levy. Levy, one year transactional. You don't pay anything. Yeah, 1 year transactional, you don't pay anything. But D Levy, upo, unika, you pay because transport na trotro no betire mu no okotofo na increment ba e be affective the auto show kwa you e be affective. You see, and this is what the government of the day is doing to Ghanaians. Now we also are the or the pre-third term.
Oh, third term they are just possible.
Or the pre-third term.
I think it's as a pretty penjaika. The issue is that I was a kind of hukum. Yeah, because it's against the constitution.
Yes. When he tries that,
yes, what best
NDC for no crowd. You see, this third term thing, they be a me caution one. Minya kwenye biase, they should not try it. And you know, a grand scheme beer. One shall say away. It's imani all the tech things you know. Oma shall say MMA on sika. Oma shall say MMA on sika. And they are hiding behind a constitutional lawyer in the person of Chachuchi Kata.
Emfa, me say ya
me bonya empire.
Enya possible.
Says Amusui enko topum. They want an interpretation of the two terms. Enko topum. Ena yesra won. Na men ko Supreme Court. Say no dina Gertrude, what out there.
Yeah, that be the Supreme Court be interpret say straight away you are sworn in. Say why president ana.
What interpretation what's the any consecutive? That's what they are thinking.
Oh please.
But it will not work, my brother. Mesremo. Ghana for they be ameka say the only political party ewa bimpa ewa akomapa for the development of Mother Ghana and the NPP. Anytime be any zibeba no empty say and whatever. Obe say create, loot and share. Yeah, what's it then? And then yeah, mame and abuse you. Oh no, yeah, over the Robocop leader. Honorable Robocop leader. Or kwa bulletproof in nation. Or Sako Sisi excavators na nyanta mine. Says na containers in nyanta mine do 2 years no. Our containers up to now. Yeah, who baby are ECG cables in the containers in Agwashi. What's it a 2 ayera and no? It ends there. Sana excavators yibeko. Wake mutala kembia. Na na bisu so baby no akembi. Godon. Ghana fo yasua insuo. Yasua insa. Ibe wo de mu oduru. Yes, the NPP. Another Dangwa government and yet yempe alternative. Yeah, catcher one said the alternative is empty. The alternative is scary. What's what? Sankofa de intio. Now Sankofa bi wa ye chi papa. Sankofa bi ye chi enu bi ni de ehun. 24-hour economy. Dum so imu. Hwese na wo pompam nkrofo. We ukofie. We unya Ghana ni. Under John Dramani Mahama, any who say every sector of the economy be a wanga we juma wo no oni wanga wato man any wanga wan to ama no under John Dramani Mahama oni wanga we juma ma when wanga wan ye juma ma. So they are sacking people and all these people are home. But you see God on man I been say Ghanaians don't know what is going on. Wonim de ekoso wo nu wo ho and no be say obi asema nto aba man John Dramani Mahama. Are you? Obiase wan to aba. Enti kwase so ye dey no wini ye. What to aba? Wan wo ho na so wontimi nka. NPP na say united. Ayampia na ye to ma ye ho no. Emboa party no. Emboa the winning 2028. Emboa the healing process. Ya call election. Ya lose. Ye na say go back to the drawing board. Na ye nyeme ye hihye nyama. Ye never back to power. That is the only way. By Yampia Yatutono, Emboa, Ghanaians are watching us. Ghanaians no per se NPP samba back to power. I'm telling you. Who wants to be a but people have regretted changing NPP for NDC. And look at what they are saying. John Dramani Mama president, Branabeka Bibia about wow policy or the buyer. Efena, what's it? What strategic? Abofo kese
was a Kwame Nkrumah dreams na bam.
Kwame Nkrumah dreams abim. Na Kwame Nkrumah guys 1 year 24-hour economy no.
Revolutionary revolutionary leader. E catch say when it comes to leasing violence you are better at it. And then they hold the Kwame Nkrumah here then.
Now when Professor Mills free mo no. Na John Mahama e kasa was say Nyankopon nyansem. And now we yi President Mahama free ho. And now what they will not buy and
President Atamos
free ho. And what they will not buy as the first post-independent president.
Thank you.
What John Mahama can you say one only first person what by president in this 1992 year you won after independence. Now you won after independence. What do you know? Oh yeah, what's happened before independence?
Can you imagine the inconsistency?
The
inconsistency of John Dramani Mahama. It's top notch.
He has been playing this Nkrumah kind of politics, trying to play on people's.
The issue is that actually no one know what you CPP.
Or CPP.
You know that. And this let me swallow CPP.
Oh no, or a CPP.
Yeah.
Just like the late Atamels. Yes, we see people for so definitely that roots, that connection is over there. But my then say impo not in Nkrumah. Me just sure say this kind of empty 24-hour economy na in Nkrumah project for Ghana. Any way and all project for Ghana. It's all per se what the increment dream and the vision or work for Ghana beba. And as all the beba now why implement here? And yet this empty thing. What has it gone on? And yet this empty thing. But always no person play on the minds of the Ghanaians and not the ordinary voter. Or be or no chair on the book. How can I say until me take a decision for himself? My first good indecisive. He's indecisive. Yeah. But the time I want until me take so decision down. Or be the bed decide no about catching and on why I Nipa say I am the president of Ghana. Nipa say no DNA. But you see, the external community is watching us. Because Obetimia offer state money. I sponsor a program like this, and I say state funded program like this. Now 24-hour economy. What trans na be empty. Implementation requires you. Implementation. And you see, God, yes, what they are doing now is the same one district, one factory, one person was sharing. Aye. But when you say no, the same one district, one factory, and one person what was so. But what Ghanaians who say and one world champion here because they are another year or shall na what was so. It will be changed. Or be changed in the 24-hour economy. It's the same thing. But so be 24-hour economy. It's I say who. You know, it's something demand driven. Demand in the world also about 24-hour economy. One case of yeah, doom so urukwa woman na dey. Na dem poti na oba be mesre. They should go back to the drawing board and do the proper thing. One just a propaganda. Ne ka yede. Ne ye and the yehwehwe. Ne ka no ede. All the groups say go on the afife. Go and the FFA. Anya born no bo. But born in can be a bia. But a do implementation stage na ebe hu. Agronoform. Yani enhwe.
I was for aha eye would be radio 95.9 Ghana NT and was guna muti. Mo sa hwe e wo Facebook and na YouTube no and the CD and commending na Ampra we Deputy Communication Director MPP Greater Accra Regional Youth Wing no one deputy e wo holmo. Benjamin Ajes so e was said was say Sankopo ya do si bie ye ba ben president kwade a of the force no contest as regional organizer Greater Accra and Emmanuel Awuku Apiedu also ye okay constituency no communications officer minim say also ye incoming for the BDI he said the incoming no e wo ho no a also incoming be da so na also be da so na waji to affect Madam Fubina almost say a proposals na aba no yes say youth bracket youth you know age no ye dey about 35 and na one also so this one when I'm 39 or 39 na the bufu afu the bufu afu adai menya Ghana ni biem adai menya youth biem menya pipi ni biem ana in fact hanopa atabi ni ba na moya mi say and me 39 today let's start this mo sorry bracket ayaya enti makacha ni say won ko mobilize the call for no but me shame no me da me na me obahala me dey discuss me catch dey say may I see the wisdom inside. People may disagree with me, but ene said the enquirani ni fast or majumu do I just say why you careful what the 40 years now obia the 25 years even 15 years different can say that you but as a gap bi omumu a word and sit I said music dream omo understanding and appreciation of life yes enti obi a wadi 40 now we only di obi a wadi 19 years she why show who about just a grandfather meboa because why ideas are the bad no and resonating why ideas are the bad and resonating with the 21 22 23 24 no just say in fact
and all millennials so
just say Say me oba boy. Na tese me ni di nkomo a. Mo fan chem es omunye di pabo bi. These people, they don't care about anything any longer. Oh, now well, it's me do monte so 35 do monte so that maka ubu for anya hwe. It's we the 37 for no. Mabuna fe.
Nipa de onyi ko anim.
Yes.
Onyi ko anim.
Ai, enti no de omonte so. Da wo utimi nkoso e Ghana card be yiwa ma. Arabu za for enti mameka for high sense ma wo say high sense products in de nyina papa but tomatoes nyina kama prices no very very affordable. Quality there they never compromise it no. Make for amount television sets, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphones ni bebre e wo holoma obetima kwa kutubi Ghana there meaning be a high sense for any meaning be a high sense for any say we ya typhoid fever never was na wonya diarrhea and now did ness intimate digesting temu akodi gastro mixture and now your bar ness bosome so ness wonya issues so abacho do be here any mensu plax mixture koji na asumdie emrefie and now we bema now ta joso anaju 2 hours bia no aso ekojo so a oso da ekopo be eba be de no na joso de no echina kwa ahwa na kutwa atumu a wonya asem tino make am prostate plus mixture e da ma se kolekoji bi na prostate enlargement na wonya no intimi encontene ni kakra eni se joso by heart no and also intimi emra form tabia takum de ememedru menchechim we bema na wate se eton memedru na unko pebi na obebusa say ye den ya eto jiwara ebia no nti na wonya sa issue no nti mekan for tabia takum e di amount 0243686861 0262266541 eno eye tabia takum afeyanko galamsey ya excavators so far at least we take say be 80 excavators ya NDC President Mahama appointees enaka Mutala Muhammad say 40 ayira Hanabisu say ono say 33 ayira bacho Mr. Okuyanko
Terebia na ayayo so sometimes you want to even stop doing politics because Ghana yen can correct yen can carry ukapimi beggars yen can carry look 2-3 months to elections 2024 and a TUC it declare nationwide strike because of Galamsey. Akwaya na edakota maritime authority or say shippers
Jampo. Oh, omo election na eba no.
Yes.
Omo kwa campaign no university bia was say I will not be Jampo.
I will not be Jampo.
I will not Jampo you people.
Did the pa e course o Ghana. Almost everybody was talking about Galamsey. When Akufo-Addo, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo in 2020 has put his presidency on the line. Go on. Since I Lucy, our wars in MPP, our wars as a party started 2020, all because of this Galamsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, fighting Galamsey, you know. Now NDC, Afechi John Mahama and Kasa Afechi, promising Galamsey say, we will allow you to do the Galamsey. Ebra ye ku Galamsey na omo twom ho aba be kan TUC for any other bodies ho akizu Akufo-Addo anka adwuma MPP ye pa na don Akufo-Addo ye ewo the fight against Galamsey it was top notch.
Yeah,
top notch. Ghana for ehu na anode kasapa atoro say anka a serious country and Kayuma John Dramani Mahama, Galamsey alone, Galamsey issues alone, Esan Konko stepped down as the president of Ghana. So what happened to declare state of emergency? That statement, you know, because it became the daily ritual, daily rhyme. Obiano, declare state of emergency. Declare state of emergency. Why is that? He said there's a declaration of state of emergency. No, Ajira, and then you soon. Na Akufo-Addo time na unhusu no. They say unhusu no adanya.
You say a black voter.
Adanya.
Black voter. Yeah, obia nye Galamsey oda. NDC buy.
Yes.
Black voter.
Omo
Galamsey o. Ehun pa.
Eh serious. Look, uko Kumasi a. Kodon. Osiem ekwan ho. Nkofo fi.
And I say, first say, police station. Yes. Say, what more you police station in check.
And I hear to Galamsey. Full glare of the police.
Mama,
today, Mama is quiet. When we say strangely, with 6-7 months or by on car Galamsey as a down.
Say, be your wajay.
On car Galamsey as some down. In serious country, and Kayira John Dramani Mahamadi, he should step down as president of Ghana because he has failed completely. Galamsey issues, he has failed. That means Ghana for one. Omode Ekufado, no Bobe Breno at the right time.
Yo,
and the young Ferry, the Anka by this time, I think you had the Ekufado Commando. Because president or dedicated ni whole life, ni whole tenure as president, and the fighting Galamsey or Maim. And then excavators say to me, and the NDC excavators say to me, and we are quiet. We are quiet. Ekufado, you are Professor Primo Martin. Oh, and me go me who no way and draw. I'm saying, you know, Mahama Kushia, senior citizen. He was. Primo Martin, former minister.
Okay,
he was there.
What the name was him?
He was there.
What do say?
He was there.
Hey, Ekufado.
They are done. They are not.
See.
Nana has a big heart.
Oh yes,
big heart to his detriment and to the detriment of the party. That is the reality.
You allow you
make
give people appointment.
Nana Akufo-Addo die. Were loyal to a lot of people, but they were not loyal to him.
No, at all.
They were never loyal to
at
him.
All.
Take Professor Paul Boateng and travel Nana Akufo-Addo.
Just imagine.
Travel Kojo Pon Kromaso. Then bring the power Professor Paul Boateng.
Anka sabi papa mu a
chantro say
adom ba bi akodu abra
chantro say wo so dey say obaso say obaso we galam junior as wan what me yi wan
e dey say aban no e dey say aban a whole professor aturo niam enim nyina na
any first July tea cassava contomere plantain garden eggs and pepper harvested from a 12 west in eastern region contain high concentration of lead which is harmful for human health. It's really Institute for Environment and Sanitation Studies. IESS.
Now Galamsey issues, you know, are terrible. Terrible. Very terrible. John Mahama and his NDC, they are failed. Once failing totally fight against Galamsey. And no one and Keresha so
and the food poisoning are common.
Yes. Yes, so pioneer they are to Abana. And coming shows that John Mahama will probably have 15%. Galamsey issue Galamsey issues in Kwan. And then we have an MP or parliament, NDC MP. Na him we na him for Ababe catch Ghana for say he is the kingpin in Galamsey.
Madam would be a lecturer at the University of Ghana, or a professor, and was Usruma Ghana. Say air corner, Yensu nyina SSA no. Na ya careful ye be import to issue. Na nasia woto issue back on Amsterdam. Me did say be a skipo every airport out no. What 6 euros back which is equivalent to about 66.
Yes. We are getting there.
And now you see me no we are already there.
You say
voice near the say foreign imported water and then go for end.
We are getting there because me baby I be for almost 2 months now pipe come be with mine.
Hey
a bouncer about different color.
2 months now there's no pipe on water.
Wow.
Who be sell Ghana water for me see any problem ni na say you so no I say
to chlorine no the boom no into me so no
I say and they are not able to come out and say hey because of Galamsey engine and so no emma almost slow because for can you be pam you be ready you be ready anti Galamsey issues there. Look, John Mahama and his NDC they are failed. Those who were calling for the country in order to declare state of emergency, where are they?
Me wo video bi
where are they?
Friend say Professor Jampo no waka wo mo a wo mo se na Akufo-Addo and declare state of emergency no na say ye busa no what to papa so me Professor Jampo chairman e University of Ghana watch made me hu say no to kabro for papa ba we kwa busa no opudu do say sa afedo say they have learned to say the president cannot just declare state of emergency. He has to be advised. Said he said, and I'm saying
on that time he didn't learn.
That time now I said I go for the Yankopon. Yeah, nobody advises God.
Yes.
Yeah, then go for that time just Ghana and India. Straight I was my declared state of emergency.
And now Mahama is supreme leader. I mean, and now Mahama is supreme leader. Now Mahama is supreme leader.
Only declared state of emergency. Through a lot as president of God. what people put Akufo-Addo through, John Mahama has just said he has not even seen 0.01% of it.
But time nebeso.
Oh, ebeso. Now, goodwill. That goodwill, we have to stop saying it.
Oh, that
goodwill is in Jack.
Because
now the goodwill now all one.
Yeah, true.
If elections are to be held today, who know what is
issues? A disaster. NDC a disaster. Now NDC executives and Kasane take over Galamsey no more.
Oh yes.
NDC executives, party executives. Who knew now so Chile will be all your Galamsey? They will come after you.
But to be sound said, you know who I am.
Yes, they will come after you.
You know who I am. We're going to chairman.
There is total chaos. The fight against Galamsey, total chaos.
Madam,
total chaos.
What is it? Say when the university campus will be in Galamsey accept. Meanwhile, September, October, November, December 2024. Just said, let's try to make what charge your crown. As if we say Galamsey, some man ever channel. Now, that Galamsey Kakai, a ye quarter, you say, yeah, or Bonumbi was say a ye a com. Asare not to say deeper. Oh, a literary device was said. Was said, come that time. Let's say a deep essay. Galamsey. That's what it
was not only at the university. Who pop it? I saw for.
Galamsey.
They will talk about Galamsey. Obeka Galamsey.
And also for Ninaira.
It's part of the.
And I'm just so much.
Oh, Ninaira.
Ghana, I am a boom.
Ghana for me. Sorry, I am a boom.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Now, Udim Godon. Sanana, Mibra Yiken. Another Donko Akufo-Addo wa brepa. To the extent say, Omukwaya ka say Oye Galamsey kwa oni fie wo chebi.
Professor Frepo bought the chance and throne.
Yes. So Oye Galamsey oni fie wo chebi.
Yes.
Ama media houses ko share ya mu Galamsey bi ankoso obe.
Omukwo ni fie na bibia se ni ho no. Na wa se nya ano aka se enye se afie ni fie. Na Akufo-Addo fie ba ko mu wo.
Can you imagine?
Ewo nkwantia baby.
Can you imagine? And you see, akoye se Ghana for no. Sena Mahama ka say o short memory no. Bibi nye si a as time goes on na ya forget ni ekoyanim. MPP wa ba mu a ana enyoma we mu sorry. NDC ba mu a ye nka ho asem. Enyoma negative no, NDC ba no ya e positive. So as enyoma negative no affect MPP dia amansan chemfa. And that is the kind of problem I okrom has. And when it comes to issues relating to Galamsey, me fool say send NDC for a year, no. What is good for the Ojan is good for the Preko. We must also declare. No, of course, we must also declare state of emergency on Galamsey. Yet to me, the strike is shame. And as a demonstration, more than 1 year. Until somebody on the journey, because God on your way, yeah, causes is here and one. To the extent say, MPP form we are minus. More licenses from your minus no. What licenses wuna person renew? I renew my. You be renew my wa. At least the work we NDC need. I'm gonna put it in word for you as a renew license now. And that is what they are doing now.
Leadership minus you know. Now what is happening is that say who person put yourself out for any position only NDC near.
Yeah, farmer.
Because that is the system. Yeah, farmer.
And now they have put the MPP people out of business. Illegal mining, you know. They've been put out of business and illegal miners are taking place. And I'm many MPP chairman be doing more. On the concession, okra licenses or young Hodumano. I am mano, okra licenses or ye bibiano. I can't just 2 months, my dear. It's your person renew because when you send a process in 8 tedious. Almost say on train. You're holding on. One KB and say, when we are NDC Nibi, I shall say, yeah, you want the concession. So,
Yaji.
Yaji, same. They need show mama. A whole chairman.
One kafra.
Well, soon, mama. NDC need to license. So, Baba or Bagala. Or Bon donko. Can you imagine? Now, you say, you declare state of emergency. Every before, Galamsey Kimpings. Every before you say, and then excavators and Atabai. Etu fa. And then wouldn't come and you want to say, I believe I can fly.
Excavated A2.
A2.
Now, I use so a friend say, container.
Nusu tu.
And they say we may who.
Hey, you are not more safe.
A real movie, but I say a classic.
Can you imagine? MPB aprenso. Excavators almost CZ almost a warehouse and for different warehouse. On my publications say excavators here CZ.
Ayira minister.
Ayira
minister.
And then excavators Ayira media houses for Chrome Ayedi. Godon. And then one who journalists. Omayedi.
Mr. 78 year Juma. 78 more do. Mamma Benjamin ho. Aha.
That's a year pa. Osha sana menu abe makaye na. Galamsey ni di enya 2024 elections. Enya no pupe 2020 2024. Obe kaya NDC for more communicator is it Kwaku Buahen. No nam Galamsey site campaign. Omo yi a whole task force. Campaign task force. And another campaign. Ejume ni ho.
I want to know.
Yes. Ejume ni ho. Eti ba sena o mampanyi na nado echichemu ye echichemu ebe mo to aso mo be ye adwuma ne saa sana na woka etu be kai 2020 2024 Lucy all the coastal lines baby awoya Galamsey areas ni na Lucy
yeah
because now I feel say operation Vanguard and I say wonga Galam stop one awoya adwuma wo stop won no Nana or fight man. I don't want him say or fight for the nation. Or then the presidency to or putting the president on the line say or be making sure some be jai Galamsey too. And then one wakasa almost every month not some joy, no demonstration. No lead, you say stop Galamsey now. Sam George. And then what kind of jump or communication ministry. Sam George. Sami Jemfi is a gold board on down. It's also a quiet press conference upon press conference. Baby, I queen ho. And ne, and de, a 2 woman into a tour. Now I was expecting, say, Anka Professor Jampu, Obakasao. Also, any clear state of emergency. And that year, you go for advice. President Mahama Hassan declare. But Sata no him say Council of State wa advise it. No him. Onim say na sector minister wa fall directly under lands and natural resources. No him. It won't declare and that year okay. Because on your position, on your office out. By then the na Arenga was school no him there go so.
All the size of the by University of Ghana forecast say was some a man undergo some training.
Yes.
And Mokai.
Yes.
And to be say that time he was undergoing that training. Me share technical name for the trainer.
Gono. Professor Jampo pa o say nya kudru bet na air no kasa no.
Yet
na mu say no Charlie.
Ghana we to the bia. Hey, nya contradiction no. Me take kasa mo fa chem say you serious. On my beer, you develop beer sex offender. Like Professor Jampo, sex offender.
Sex for grade.
And I'm American. University of Ghana found him guilty.
Sex for grade.
Panaseno. I can say the Subanti was saying here different training.
Sex for grade. Now your bow person onya A and B plus and we are. Eso Obekoto.
Corrupt character.
Obekoto pa Obama grade free. Wa opa member lectures. Obisa enne.
I don't know about that.
Enne. Professor Jampo. Obedeka. Mama no betimi na adwuma. Yeah, gono. Galamsey fight ni there. Enya dia obetimi stop you. Because NDC came was agwa say wa oye adwuma ma NDC bia no. Eza o ma concession. Na fatoka. Dia ko so anu no. Wa we adwuma. I'm telling you. Excavators no one for the cameras. Where ya santwa. Ana bicho abada ya santwa ma NDC.
Ya santwa the way decent woman no.
Debi obi say Robocop no. Says ya ono ko ma NDC.
Yo.
Into the excavator ne ba na pam o ma befa. Dia ko so anu no. One team put a stop to Galamsey. Adentina anka sector minister onsu ohun etifa forest onsu osu ye
na osu ho
Second minister, Oslo national organizer.
Also no.
Oslo national or big term.
Nipa Obakaya or converting. Sector or then Obakai. Amabua, Emmanuel Mabua. As I know, what best stop it, Galamsey. Or ben making sure that Galamsey be
part of those calling for state of
emergency.
You are
what is he doing? Or no distraction and coso in the forest now. Offer to our forest now not starting so soon. Because Nyama all kinds of his own people are causing the harm.
And he's
part of it. He's part of it.
The constituency.
Yeah, president.
The West constituency at Galamsey and Kosovo and Kofi Annan constituency.
The constituency.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, president. Nabema. He's also involved in Galamsey.
February 18th, 2020. Sex for Grades, where your Ghanaian Times, state-owned newspaper, and you'll be in the publishing. Sex for Grades, Professor Jampo, Dr. Butako, slapped with 6 months and then 4 months suspension, respectively. There's a Jampo then year 6 months, and a Butako then year 4 months. It be a minimum say violent case in about 2 months extra. That's year. Was say University of Ghana yesterday suspended 2 of its lecturers who were implicated in BBC's controversial Sex for Grace documentary following completion of hearing on the matter. Professor Jampo and Dr. Abutako are to serve 6 and 4 months suspension without pay. Say Yanjo Moka, yet without salary. Was say a statement signed and issued by Stella A. Amwa, Director of Public Affairs of the University in Accra yesterday, said the duo were required to undergo training on the UG's sexual harassment and misconduct policy, as well as the code of conduct for academic staff of the university. Yes, undergo training.
Wait. Now we have to be a microphone, man. It's not a microphone.
Yes. Such a person. Sex offender.
Mr. Mahama never to an appointment. You only have appointment under Mahama. I am Mahama never appointed with Professor Jampa.
Not an officer or emphasize. Are you suggesting some more money? Yes, sir.
Galam said the idea bit me stop you. NDC campaigns Lancaster warrior.
But I was here stopping.
Everything under John Dramani Mama, they won't be stopping.
Hey,
who? Yeah, stop it.
When we're fighting Galamsey, and then Kufado was fighting Galamsey, and then we had the boy Kufado. Because of Obi presidency and not painting. Look at the kind of thing they. Now, me what time they may support wine.
I mean,
me
put the me person support too. We can support.
Yes.
I bind the war authority, and the mandate. In fact, Omoka say, some George can say, Senanado, willing now within 1 week. 6 months.
3 days.
Almost a supreme leader.
Your mama 6 months going to stop it.
Yeah, internal matters. I can't 10 minutes. But I'm starting from one. I would not. That's baby too much. Yami this month, 19th, or you call University of Ghana, Legon, and the Yahako say constitutional amendment. No, a dozen per minimum said. I didn't say you said 303 pages.
Sure.
Money back in kind.
Sure.
More can be then.
Can be brave. Yeah, can be go on. Osha committee, Frank Davis committee on my power.
Yes.
On my you must strong papa. Ebe bua party no. Yes. Na me areba akwa make nyina na say. Conference ayekui. Me minim say with all those reforms ebe by betimi dey edi about neck. In their wisdom no omunim say ebe ade ebetimi aye. And those reforms also be ma strengthen the base of the party. Ebe ma gidie mapa asamba party mo. O hwe reforms ni bi dize wo be electoral areas, polling station wo be widen wo de nkofo bi be keka ho constituency level. Ni nyina no be ma party no aye attractive because before Adebakwa affected in 2024 say bedu baby no introduction of the Go TV affected ebi no fail say mo apa mo say mo nye adwuma de a ana say bibi ba mo na wode be ma say mo fa adwuma mo kwa mo koto aba affected ye pa enti ama reforms are whatever but Adebako mesre mefa we video so asre the only organized group so far in the party and the former parliamentary candidates. Yewe elections 2024. Obekaya former PCC Shiao Alisa Hotel. He invited a former flag bearer. Emane Bai. He invited the general secretary. He invited presidential candidate Hopeful. A compare kwa Japan. When you now buy and then reform to him said normally no. Yewe elections are PCs and not parliamentary candidates are being sidelined. Won't feel one. Now the reforms are air banner. Former MMDCs will be voting, almost voting right.
Yes.
Former CEOs, almost voting right. That's the former PCs who are voting right. They are giving them a voting right.
Almost of all former appointees.
All
former government appointees.
They are also good.
That means, we as a municipal assembly. Now your government appointee.
Government appointees are not being given. They are not part of them.
They are all part of the appointee.
No, but they are not being given.
Oh, they are talking about executive appointees.
Yes, that's the CEOs. No, CEOs are part. Yes, CEOs are part.
Executive appointees, they are now fully under the Article 72.
Yes, CEOs are part, and then
ministers,
MMDCs, and our former MPs, ministers. Yes, they are part of. But PCs have been sidelined.
No.
Former PCs, mesre ye because Godon, Adebakwa wanna say
that be
oh now commander on the ground. I wouldn't call what's a line now. Let's not forget, say, and now a shepherd party in Bium in the various constituencies, no cost, no, and a financial burden no pieces, no so financial and now Menoka say, we a PCR, who lose you, oh, a year be a baby out of said the Obuko is saying, gra, Obetia, be a Subiano, Utria, but this MMDC, majority of the MMDC,
and for the moment, Tumula Moji,
MMDC is the Bebrenano. They don't even live in the constituencies. Omo re-election, be a Bebrenano. CEOs, Bebrenano, no what you are
so what do you want?
One man piece is voting right. We should be recognized.
Okay.
Godon, my parliamentary candidate 2020. Mate.
This will be at
Mate.
I see one more back on board. Different categories. A board of my city should be part of managing the constituency.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bonds will be I say we have voting rights.
Yeah.
Maybe say you can say immediate past parliamentary candidates. You have voting rights. I may support because more that so your major stakeholders are more to the voting rights. My cast of management of the constituency. Man, and the same
Obia Cranny interest.
What you
calling for
voting
rights.
Can you person or told one check
Sure.
He's calling for voting rights.
It shouldn't be that difficult.
The voting rights, they must
have a creative problem.
Because of no for elections, sa album Corona, yeah, they the two almost waba. So they've been through the election process.
It's a no moment, yeah, you guys are more pay voting right.
It makes sense.
Yes,
see a moment voting right. Because government appointee.
Now in fact, you can say, you Democrat say even 1992 basically. Obi a what to about why you peace the Biafra to background part. For me, any problematic.
The intention is that you should open the electoral college. We're even targeting one member, one vote. Ordinary members are more.
Yes, and yes,
I mean, if this suggestion, you know.
Interestingly, wouldn't we say former PCs no and also members of parliament?
Yeah.
Members of parliament
88. And we have 275 constituencies.
It's no what? Now, proposal.
Proposal it hasn't been considered.
It hasn't
been considered.
Three page
Enemy.
No, the Oman
capture. I don't know. Yes,
so what is the best way forward?
We are appealing to them. because Godon.
The more you suspect say
Godon
form group.
Our group did that.
And what I make can say
that is the
Chris Atabaha.
Okay.
He advanced the same argument.
They have a group already.
And decided to the moon crack.
Godon. In March this year.
Okay.
Year elections. PCs were the only organized body. Yes, submit petition. Okay, to the general secretary, to our flag bearer, the man, Lisa Hotel. You need the first group. Southern Crown Sana, Michael Quest Committee report no buy for consideration. I thought was certain Frank Davis Committee. But
I didn't have Is there a window of opportunity? Me any penny for I'm very
yes, there should be because the conference now. What we I know the engine in your but before I ever conference there, we are baby. But is it Godon? Adeba Kwa make can say these are elected people. Party no at the base and upper one. We are not appointees of the party. We are elected. So you carry a whole constituency and we are still shepherding the constituency until we get the new PC 2028.
That one can no yaju, but me say me focus. They say, how do you get that window of opportunity? Everything they are slotted in. But me say,
the constitution of the party. No. For the constitution of the party, when we should go for a congress, now say more issues are your more opportunity for other matters. And this area, the recent congress you call Kumase, and you have other matters because I almost the time news. No, it was in a rush. But the other matters, they can subject their omotimi atebu issues, you know. No matter tender the steering committee or program na say.
There be other matters. By the time I
you're two abana we krana. Everyone say you're two we krana. Over there, at that time, no, they can still do something about it at the meeting.
If it must be done, when you say what?
Because the way your Marcos is here. We share the identity of mobile almost line pieces in as well. Per the report, you know. Aspect of it, you see, more a PC for also contributing to the draft.
That be a no crop here.
And very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Mame come
okay, go on.
Seki can is hard here. And MMDC and the CEOs and the ministers and the managing directors. And some make a massive man.
I can't talk about this
It makes sense.
Yes, it's very dear. I think you say voting right no ye de ma wo mo a enye say hwe
that is it
ti mo ne mpanifo na me agba cha pa na me agba cha be question
because godo eka ya bopa na species no ye go so ya boka
you to say former MPs
are being considered.
They will be
but
considered.
Pieces are not. Former MP,
okay, so the argument is that former
parliamentary candidates.
No, the former members of parliament
and parliamentary candidates.
The argument is that Omasum party need that. Okay. The argument is that Omodaso recognizing. So that same argument, you know, is valid for immediate past pieces. Okay. Because some people put your kind of money in the year, will lose sweet, but why you be my party?
Still going go for this.
Yes.
It's the base. Mommy, I'm trying to hear Naja if I come up for now.
About the restoration project for Greater Accra. On that note, Greater Accra is a restoration project, and you see, Gordon, Accra is the capital city of Ghana, and only the capital region, but. But you know, Oshemu kakra wa hase ase ya die mi akakra wa region ni. It is at the end na omotena ase na omo carry idea say or say a restoration project. So the restoration project is to consolidate the base in Accra. It is a bani about the share of various constituencies ni mu. Ni anu omo di agro, na omo ni omo di atusa aye ne so omo ye na Accra party for na bom. It is about various constituencies now. What they do is that all the rank and file, former past executives,
former past police station executives, former council of elders, council of patrons, PC, one community, the rank and file, everybody.
Yeah.
You can be a boom. Neja, Oma Tanasio, Oma Boma, no such idea, no more dinkomo, no more whom, Oma Drain, a Jojo, a coin bet me, Ama, party enough into my pay fra within the constituency. It's a no restoration project. Bas and I copy what English I'm from.
Okay.
Me, I'm a constituency. Now, almost on a Friday, we are our waves beach resort, Kokrobite.
Mekase de wo Isle.
Dabi. Isle one the
Pab bi so waves like waves.
You kwana so.
Mahu eye.
Enyo where the Botiano English I'm from waves.
Okay.
Kokrobite to be precise.
Okay.
Opposite Mustin beach, you know.
Okay.
Hono this particular restoration project program. It will be a would be unfun and intra Botiano.
So for the leader and restoration the attire.
That when political restoration. I'm some say self Bible. And the Bible woman your seminal and ye kwakwa.
Okay.
And Taman some word you money here. Political restoration.
Okay.
The restoration project in Greater Accra. I feel I copy Botiano English among from Friday, we are 12. Yeah, Waves Resort. Adjacent Mustin Beach Resort. It will be all within Accra enclave. No, often an interest Botiano English among from Kokrobite to be precise. Waves Resort on a year program.
Beach Hollow.
Yes. Yeah, you are just imagine.
Beach Hollow.
Yeah.
Now invitation the match cherry.
Oh God, don't.
Open
invitation.
And some will say you would have for go come on there. Anyways, baby.
Open invitation.
If you are that, and my curfew in advance.
Exactly.
All right, Pacho, a minute.
So on MPP.
Yes.
President Kufuor Nyamin Shano. Wa we MPP ni bia kona kwatenas. Na President Kufuor ebra ye lanche Patriotic Institute.
Yeah.
Kutu President Kufuor.
And then that what you pepe.
At the ma party.
The papa no. That I may show me follow Facebook. Me share na wonkuta pepe bia. Won extempo na eba. No,
and point to you the better one.
Oh yeah. And the one.
Look, point to be the better one.
Yes.
You need
and the voice in koi. Now no asamam. Kukudu. Na shake you. Wow.
MPP for moment kwatenase. Na yen for President Kufuor advice. Na yen for anyadwuma. Na kasa bebrebe no adoso.
And ya 10 years.
And
social media. And trocha. And throw.
Hey, time. Why are we doing this to ourselves? And look, let me. I'm into MPP for. Look, Mahama fail one. If Mahama fails, NDC fails, it does not mean say automatically Ghanaians will bring you. Ghanaians will want to do business with political party. Are you serious? Regardless of Atrocities, at the end of the day, they want to see a more united party. NDC was united. 2024, they saw them as a more united party. That's why they gave them power. And Mahama with all to Kenya or boy nano say MPP for young Kenya one boom and who say your sonoma and support each other. I said we tear ourselves apart. We should forget it.
All right.
That is the only advice I want to give my fellow MPP.
Incoming. So super good to the young quay. Mama 1 minute.
You go on. Me kind of composition of one what consider want to vote.
Okay.
And we hear me pa former MMDCs.
Okay.
Former parliamentarians. Former patrons and council of elders.
Yes.
Former constituency executives. All these people are voting.
80 from 92 by now.
Yes.
Okay.
CEOs apart, former CEOs. So, go on. Some ye in Fimwa. And papa.
Media miss.
And papa. Because I go on. Some of the CEOs, ye been musebi said, and a bit of MMDC is really grand. What about office 3 months and then the 2 about a bit about 1 year. And you almost be voting writer. Now, and you got on. But Senna, yes, Senna, yes, and you got on. Messer ye pana, party nidia. I am piano yet to know. My hono. Yes. I am piano yet to know. I'm why crowd.
Yeah.
And at the back one paper say, Messer say, in the books of the clergy, ye MPP anything pa. because of the course before and during the 2024 elections. Many escalate issues. I am piano. Ye if ye one this is ye de bomber area crajinimu. Mesre, I'm pleading and appealing. Yen can you boom na 2028 as MPP. Sure, we are sure to win the elections 2028. But the only way we can win this power is being united.
Okay.
Yanya united, let's forget it. My entrance NDC presented a different candidate. 80 the young candidate by we are winning.
And automatic.
And we need to work hard and to come together as a party. And engineer made the pass. Yes, started with the presidential primaries. Managing power going on. Time now reconciliation. Time now team making kind of rank and file of the party. It mesre pa na conference no so de obia mbo modern ombra. Wolegon, wolegon na. Yem brain na numbers. Na yen kire say yes, NPP no. Na engine tum. Na pieces also no. Now restoration project also there. Yeah, coffee that you call English Botiano. Yes,
now motorbikes no so I see here to best once again here motorbikes it's number 0244672622 reference number no wo de ya atwo moto and now bike dey simple BIKE na why kama na konti na sorry so ye nimpe for mensa ene bedi enkombo na empra deputy communications director MPP Greater Accra Youth Wing no na Benjamin Najes was nyame adnisi bia de say pa na je say the incoming na say regional organizer yes edem kama na Emmanuel Awuku Apiedu MPP communication officer we are small incoming okay and one all or constituency in the eastern region. I don't go enemy producer. Mr. Santini Akalan GH Minano, Yadamasi Billy, Yadamoso Masi, and Krizu Kweku, general manager once again. Yadamasi. That's like I say, Emma, Ghana police, anti-robbery unit, Bare 5 days ago, Ghana need be said, Damana Abano so, what children Banis in the charity. Yes, it will easily gone. And Nami wo at robbery police one more. Chini pakrono. Na police for narrative what they went through before arresting the guy ya enyasa nketwadi. Ye bompa ye mopa ni be nka police for. Na ko police amu na. Na me adoma china anopa bi hia movement in the morning. Femi God na Asare-Bediako. Good night.